Hey, welcome back to New England Fire Cooking. I'm Aaron Higgins, and we are right in the very middle, getting closer to the end of September. Football season is upon us. So, what I like to do every single year during football season is to give you guys some recipes for some really good stuff that goes really well on game day. And today what I want to show you how to do is grilled beer brats served up in a hoagie roll with some sauteed onions and peppers. Let's get to grilling. So what I have here on this paper plate are just 4 run-of-the-mill, these are Johnsonville beer brats. And what I have here is a little skewer for eating corn on the cob. All we're gonna do is we're just gonna prick the casings all the way down in various spots throughout the sausage. And what this is going to do is this is going to allow the sausage to breathe and take on the flavor of the beer while still retaining its shape. And it'll keep it from busting open and splitting on us. So now that we got that pricked, we're just going to do the next one until all of them are the same. Next, what you want to do is get your sausages in a container. When you add the beer, you could use a shallow pan. I've got this small stovetop pot. And for beer, what I'm going to use is Sam Adams Oktoberfest. It's darker than your average lager, and it has a good amount of flavor, more flavor, I should say, than your average Pilsner or lager. You don't want to use beer that's too bitter or too dark, because then it's going to give you a really off flavor, and you're not going to like it very much. I want to make sure that I keep them completely submerged. So we'll go until it covers all the sausage. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this hang out in the fridge overnight.
For this cook, we're going to be using the Char Griller Smokin' Champ offset grill, but we're not going to be using the firebox down here. We're going to be using the main cook chamber right here.
We got a chimney full of charcoal briquette. Got a tumbleweed fire starter here. Give it a quick blast and get this basket on top. Okay, so we spread our coals. We raised our bed up by 1 notch. Now I've got ye old cast iron here, and I'm going to set this down right there with a half stick of butter, and we're going to let that butter melt. So once your butter's melted, what you want to do is you want to add your veggies. And then your sausage. Got a little bit of the beer mixture. And then you just kind of want to move it around a little bit, let it do its thing. And for seasoning, we want a little seasoning. We're going to add some of this Everglades cactus dust. I want to give it a pretty good dose. I'm going to get some flavor on these veggies. Sausage is going to give a little bit of flavor, so is the beer, but we definitely want to add a little salt, pepper, garlic, onion to this whole thing. Okay, so we've been cooking right along here. These sausages are looking really good. Vegetables are getting pretty close to done. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to get these sausages and we're going to set them right on the grates, just like that. And we're going to get a good sear on them. Whoop. All right, we're going to give these vegetables one final mix, then we'll get these removed from the heat. Getting pretty close to being done. Just a few more minutes and we'll be in good shape.
So I just gave the sausages a flip. We're gonna get these veggies out of the pan and put them aside, and about another 30 seconds on these sausages and we are done. Okay, so now we want to build some sausage rolls, sausage dogs, whatever you want to call it. We'll lay in some veggies here, and let's lay that sausage right in the dead center, just like that. Now all we need is some mustard and we are good.
Okay guys, here we are. I sniped one of these, and as you can see, I went pretty heavy with the spicy brown mustard. Before I jumped into this, let's go over what we did. It's real easy. All you need is some beer brats. These were Johnsonville. And I took a little corn cob holder, the little pointed ends, and all I did was just poke a bunch of holes inside that casing on all sides of the sausages. We put them in a small kitchen pot. You can use a pan, doesn't really matter. You just want to make sure you can submerge them with any kind of beer will work. You can use any kind of beer you want. I avoid the really dark beers and the IPAs, the really bitter beers. I stay away from those because it imparts kind of a bitter taste into the meat. I try to go with something like a Yingling lager would be a good one. I use Sam Adams Oktoberfest, that's fine. Any kind of brown ale, you know, I could see Killian's being a good one, or Smithwick's being a good one, something like that. But anyway, we just let the sausage hang out in the beer overnight. And afterwards, what we did was we had a whole sliced red bell pepper, whole slice green bell pepper, and we sliced half of a large yellow onion. And then we fired up the Char Griller Smoking Champ offset smoker. We didn't use the firebox today. We went right for the grill feature on this one. Got a nice big bed of briquettes down. Once those briquettes got nice and hot, we set that cast iron right on the grates. We lifted the bed up a little bit. We went up one notch from the very lowest setting just to bring a little bit more heat. And then we just let those vegetables roll in the beer with the sausage and everything, and really impart that flavor, take on some of that beer. We added some of the Everglades cactus dust. That brought in some salt, some pepper, some paprika, some garlic flavor, all those savory flavors, savory notes that you want with something like this. And once the sausage was just about cooked through, we removed the cast iron pan, we set that aside, the vegetables were just about done, and then we gave the sausage a quick sear right on the grates for a couple minutes, and now here we are. And let's get down on this. Football Sundays, eat your heart out. Oh my. Oh my goodness. I gotta tell you, that beer really gives us a good flavor. Sam Adams Oktoberfest is perfect for this. Went really, really well with the vegetables too. Got some smokiness from that cactus dust seasoning. A lot of savory notes. The mustard gives it a great pop. Skins has a nice snap to it. Oh man, I love sausage dogs like this. Vegetables still have a little bit of crunch. You know, they're not soggy. Let me tell you, I would much rather smash one of these, you know, than order Domino's at halftime. I gotta tell you. Wow. Oh, look at this. Absolute fire. This is a great, great football Sunday lunch. And you can make this your own. You can put bacon bits on it. You can put all kinds of different sauces on it, condiments, cheese. You'd add some mushrooms to this if you wanted to. I just went with what I had in the fridge, really. But I gotta tell you guys, this is a win. This is a total win. I'm gonna smash the rest of this. And I'm going to chill out for the rest of the day. Once again, guys, if you like what you see here, you like what we're doing on this channel, give us a subscribe. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Facebook. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We'll see you next time.